Alright, welcome back, folks. Or should I say, konnichiwa. これはMAKUです。いらっしゃいませ. Alright, so let's do a little review of some new stuff that we picked up yesterday. As usual, every lesson we kind of pick up 4 more kana. So this is the period in which I try to do a total recall of the new stuff. I don't think we learned, no, we did not complete the unit from yesterday, so the vocabulary stays the same. Let's actually go over the vocabulary so I can settle in. Ooh, okay. So is that right? Yeah, so this is K E E. Oh, no, wait. It's actually key. So keiki. Right. I'm having trouble remembering. I don't have. Yeah, it's definitely different for ramen, and I obviously don't remember because I haven't practiced the kana yet. I don't know about the N. The N could be like this, but I doubt it's that too because kitakana. Ramen, so we'll just something like that. And then I'm drawing a blank right now on which I don't know. Yeah, see, this is different too, so that's an O. I'm drawing a blank on this. So kare, and then oh, I know this. I know the kana for this, but we're not gonna use the kana right now. And I don't. So technically, I don't know the kana for pizza, pizza. But I do. I already know what the kana looks like, and it's sus. and it's linked up with P. Sorry kids. All right, so those are ones we're still working on, and they're kind of rough because I still haven't seen them enough times. And then for our 4 characters, we have, this is new, right? New. E. O. It's taking me longer to find the Romaji now. I'm thinking about this when I'm thinking about the symbol, the kana first. I thought I remember this. Now I remember the Romaji first. So it's Udu. It's Udu. But it's escaping me. So let's go to our hiragana. Or oh right, do. I was trying not to use my context clues. Which would have been my context clues would have been sol, te, sol and te. All right, let's get right into it because I have a shortened day today. So we'll start off with hiragana. It's really cathartic and rewarding. Okay, let's head right in. So let's practice. So this is you, me, o. Ha is I guess there's a little tail. Ha. So ma ta. Okay. That's a little bit too extended, but that's fine. Te. This is u ra tu. Ma. Ma is oh no, not that. And I'm moving my my thing too much. This thing, if you go too fast, it doesn't register like smooth lines and stuff. Have to slow down in order to do that. So ma, ta, sa, ha, hata, hata. We can work on these. So, de. Ooh. Oh no. Yeah. Wait, that's correct. And then I'll really be doing them in different order. And then ki. Holy heck. Let's try that again. Aki. Right. Coma. Try coma. Full. Ma. It's not rich. Too quick. Too quick. Coma. And then sama, kema, and hama. Maki. Maki. I would prefer to be using like a real brush kind of thing to create the little scoops at the end. This pen is not quite there. Not quite there. There's no tapering either. No tapering on. And no Windows ink, so there's no pressure. At least I don't think there is. Let me see. No, no pressure. No pressure changes. Not quite the feature-rich device that I'm used to. So Maki. And then we have Hasa. Masa. And then Kiso. Alright, this one we're just gonna do the right hand. Actually, we could use this as practice, going from left to right. I haven't done this in a while. And then we'll go right to left again, just to practice. So you. Oh boy. You is not you, right? Sora. Shite. Oh, I should really draw them. I should really write them about the same size. Shite. Tetsu. Su. Whoops. Dang you. Dang you! Hold up. Oh, no. That's, I'm drawing Tetsu. I'm not drawing Tetsu. Am I? Oh, no. I'm not drawing Tetsu. I'm writing, Tetsu there. So it's actually, Tetsu. Tetsu is this. Oh, no, it's the other way. Oh boy. And then Hama. Oops. That's Ma. Hama. Okay. And then let's go from right to left. This is Sora. Shite. Tetsu. Mayu. Hama. Hata. Ata, I think. We'll see. Ha. A flag. Ata. Flag.
Matsuri.
Oh, hey, Matsuri. Is this the same? Matsuri? Yeah, Matsuri. I'm gonna take a stab at this word because I've heard it before. It might not be the right one, but matsuri. Matsuri is festival. Possibly. We'll see. But let's before we do that, let's try this one. Asama. Sa. Oops. It would be. Okay, hold up. Can you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Sa. I haven't done sa in a while. Sa ma. Asama. Kind of more like. We'll work on that. Like there's a cross, so the cross is angled like this. Technically, that's how I visualize it. There's a really distinct cross here and goes the opposite direction. And then, you know, you got chi, right? Just like the distinct cross this way. Although these are not connected, so it's more like and then Satsuma. Satsuma. Oops. I should do it this way. Yeah, see, I'm not, when I'm lifting up, it's not registering. So, Satsuma. Satsuma. And then Matsuri. Let's see if they tell us. No? I'm gonna lean on Matsuri being festival, but maybe not. We'll see. Alright. Let's work on just this. To ma Satsuma. Satsuma. And Mayuri. Mayuri. And then Sayuri. Then Masaka. Let's just write out Masaka. No, that's, I want to do this way. And this is the one that I forgot. I forgot ka earlier when I was trying to think of and then I don't have re, so kare or curry. I don't think I don't have this combination yet. I think I could guess because I've seen it a couple times yesterday. Not enough times for me to feel not relying on actually learning the kana first. So Masaka. And then we have Makiko. Sorry, Makiko. Sakata. Sakata. And then Sakata. Hasama. Asama. Asama. Alright. Huh? And then sa, ma, ta.
Te.
Te. And da, su, and u. Thankfully, u doesn't have two u's. Like, ooh and ooh. We'll see, because I'm pretty confident I've already heard o and o. So o and o are two different things. And obviously in Uramaji, it's just denoted as o. But o and o. I distinctively drew all bigger. But I'm pretty sure there are two. But ooh, I haven't heard two oohs yet. There's o and o. Pretty sure. And that's just from me listening. I haven't learned what the other o is. O. We know how to draw. We know how to write the kana for o. Yep. Okay. So, let's take this opportunity. Ma. Ha. Su. So. Te. Right? Okay. So, ma. Te. So. Su. Su. Tu. And ha.
Tama.
Hama. That's a little long, but tama. Ma. Ma. Ball. Ama. Ama.
Tama.
Ama. Ball.
Tama.
Ama. Okay. Hashi. 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 And this is Shima. 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 Hachi. Hachu. Hach. Hach. Ooh. It's probably just Hatsu. Hatsu. Oh, sorry. Hatsu. A little bit like stronger. Hatsu. Instead of like running this really down, right? Hatsu. And then Hari. Hari. Hari is kind of rolls right off the tongue.
Hari.
Hari, right? Hari. Let's write Hari. Hari. Oh boy. Hari. Hari. Then we have Mari, Kiri, Tsuri, Turi. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's try a few more just to brush up. We're gonna do a few of these, but in every section, because they actually do groupings of kana. They don't use all the kana. They have 2 groups of kana. So if it's stacks of 2 pairs, so if you have like 2 kana together, they will use 2 different groups. So there's 4, they're separated in 4, so there's only 8 kana when there's pairs. When there's triples, there's potential 12 kana, and they take 3 pools. And each pool is 4 kana. So then you have to go to a new lesson, which the 2 kanas are swapped again. They stick with the pooled kanas. That's kind of how the pattern they're going. And that actually is kind of effective, in my opinion, to be grouping them, because then you'll be clustering them. And that's a great way to start off memory, and then you can wean off of it. So you can tell that specific kana are associated with each other in the group that you learn them in, which I don't remember anymore, because when you get really used to it, you no longer need that association, so you don't practice that association anymore. But initially, it was all the new ones I know they're associated with. So like even the romaji are associated with them, like new, he, new, he, ho, and I say that, but it's still really tough because it didn't come up again yet. We only did this once yesterday. New, he, ho, and so it's easier if I draw these things, because I am reliant now on kana. So which one is missing of the 4 that I saw yesterday? Oh, I'm missing this thing. Ooh. Yep. See, this is what I mean by, if you cluster things, you can still remember all of them. Even I remember uru before I remember the romaji. So back and forth. So they cluster these intentionally, and eventually, once you accommodate all of them, I don't remember the last, like, I think we have 8 clusters now, and the only cluster I remember is the newest one. I don't remember any of the other clusters because they don't matter anymore. Where, like, once you stop relying, you can naturally transition away from the clusters. That's how memory consolidates in a way that you start individually looking at them. But I do like this approach. I think it's something that works a lot, but most people don't understand that that's how it works. Like, that's working for them. The people that know it works are less likely to observe that it works. Those who are struggling would hyper focus on knowing, like, oh yeah, these are associated, right? You have new, ha, he, ho, and nu. When you associate these and it doesn't work, this is the paradox of human learning. If it doesn't work, then the person is likely to blame association. And I encountered this a bunch of times when this becomes a crutch, as in they do not naturally leave and view these things as separate elements. So what happens is you have to naturally, or you have to intellectually separate them. And this is largely the technique that most people do, in intellectually separate them. And I don't learn this way. This is not how I learn. In fact, I actually argue that this type of technique, the older you get, the more techniques you have in separating them naturally. So you gain a lot of experience in separating things as you grow older. When you're younger, you rely on associations, but do not intuitively separate them. So when you look at romaji, and kana, these things become linked really, really hard. And what happens is, if you're younger, you would like to remove one of these so that they force separation. The downside of that is you'll never learn romaji, which was the last digression from yesterday. And you don't have to learn romaji. That's why it's nice, right? You don't need romaji for Japanese specifically. And as I mentioned yesterday, I want both because they're tools for me. And I have no problem separating the two. When the older you get, in my opinion, naturally, if you compare yourself to your younger self and your older self, you naturally have many abilities to separate meaning and grouping from each other. It's one of the things that adults typically, if they're highly educated or continue to educate themselves, they have very great ability to learn about their focus. So even if these two things are on the screen at the same time, you can naturally go from here to here or here to here once you become familiar with them. So regardless of which way is you pick the way that's fastest, and then you separate them afterwards. The faster you become familiar with the association, the quicker you can decouple them, is what I think personally. So right now, I don't think I'm the only one who uses this over time. I've met right now maybe 10 people, I would say, serendipitously, and not a single person uses associative techniques. In fact, I would say over 5 of them exclusively use intellectual separation. So what that means to me is these 5 have less tools to learn or learning, and they are less flexible, likely less flexible as teachers. They do have a higher ceiling though. A higher ceiling. In exchange, they have a higher ceiling of expertise. That's kind of the whole thing from yesterday. Anyways, let's practice again. Ha and ra, ra, ra. How am I drawing a blank on? Oh, ra is and then ma ki he tsu so ra te i. Obviously, most of the stuff I'm talking about is not very necessary. Whatever works gets you there in a self-satisfying way. That's number one, if it's satisfying. And which goes into motivation. Because with satisfaction and motivation, what it does is it inhibits impatience. As in, it mitigates the hustle. And personally, to me, the internet gives you plenty of hustle and not enough satisfaction and motivation, which promotes patience. And with patience comes consistency. These are the goals to life skills, in my opinion. Obviously, if you're not in the market to develop life skills, that's perfectly fine. If your life skills make you happy, then you don't require to develop patience or consistency, and you don't require to develop other techniques of satisfaction and motivation, because your life skills are already sufficient. For me, the people that I usually interact with or am targeting are people who are deficient in life skills. So when these people are deficient in life skills and they try to learn based on hustle culture, right? What's the fastest way to learn Japanese? And I can tell you, well over 70% of people are more used to the hustle culture. They lack the life skills to remain happy. They usually brute force past motivation and satisfaction, past the inconsistencies, right? In order to learn something that the hustle will reward them with faster gratification. And to me, which is a subjective point of view, I think language and communication is a life skill. So here lies the paradox of getting people to be consistently learning language, but not necessarily be disappointed, overly critical, hyper-focusing, because these things do not, in my opinion, synergize with endurance, which are necessary for life skills. So if you're learning language, dealing with disappointment, feeling of progress, critical thinking, hyper-focusing, that will be a very, in my opinion, non-sustainable relationship. I understand that some people can do both. There are individuals who have already not focused that they have a sustainable life skills, and then they offer advice on how to hustle. As in, hey, I've been learning language for 25 years. Here's how I learned 25 different languages in less than 24 hours each. What that's saying is they already have a sustainable life skill before they give you these hustle tips. So one of the things that I constantly worry about on the internet is that the most important thing that comes up in a hustle video, I call these the hustle videos, as in fastest way, best way. The first thing you have to hear is if that person tell you what, why, and how of the person itself. When someone introduces themselves and say, hey, I speak fluently in 5 languages, and here's how. The very first most important message you get is this person already speaks 5 languages. That is the biggest point. The preface is the biggest point to frame yourself, because when you start following the advice, the hustle of someone who speaks 5 languages, it's not that they're lying to you or they're deceiving you. They're doing their best. The idea is you are guarding yourself. You are guarding and tempering your expectations from the hustle. So you won't be angry. It's a win-win, in my opinion. You won't be angry at them for giving hustle information that kind of help you, or they change your life, or you get disappointed. The idea is it provides consistency when you understand the context of the person. So it's not a coincidence that at the beginning of each of my journeys, I spend the most time explaining where my position comes from, where my thinking comes from. Because without that, all my advice is irrelevant. It's moot. If you don't feel or resonate with the position I'm in, the hustle, all the provocative advice that comes after is irrelevant. It might even be destructive to you, like self-destructive. Not they're out to hurt you. You're going to be your worst enemy because you're going to feel like a failure if it does fail. You're going to feel overconfident if it succeeds, and there's no realistic outcome. So that's just kind of my little take about the hustle culture and the language. You've been in my position before. Oh, fictitious. Yes, the good old I've been there before. All right, so let's use our kana for this, right? So we're gonna go into our kana, and then we're gonna do this way, right? So let's see. You just came and you're confused? Well, I was talking about the hustle culture of learning life skills, so I imagine you would be a little bit confused. Those things take like 2 or 3 hours to explain. So no worries. We're gonna go back to doing Duolingo again. So let's go hara, ra, and then maki. Oh, I already did all these on the side, but we'll do it again just for practice. Maki, tetsu, sora, teki. All right. And then now we're going to go this side, right, to this side. This is the process that I generally use most of the time. All right. Tetsu, sora, hara, maki, and teki. Okay. Matsuri. I'm still hoping this is festival, because there's a matsuri on Thursdays before the 3-day Otakon. Why am I learning Japanese? Why not? I'm learning Japanese to demonstrate how I learn. So I'm recording myself learning something that I consider as a life skill. That's the slightly less short answer. So the short answer is, why not? The less short answer is, I like to demonstrate how to learn as someone who gets older and older, and someone who's in the field of education and teaching. And then the very, very long answer is, most of my life I've been exposed to Japanese entertainment, Japanese media, and why not kill 4 birds with 1 stone and do all of the things I said earlier? Why not? Teaching people how to learn, or explaining how my learning process works versus other people, and then doing it for a while, right? Consistency, developing a life skill, and recording myself for posterity, and all of that. You love to learn language and there are no realistic examples online. You love to learn language and there are no realistic examples online. May I ask what you mean by realistic? Or like, what are you looking for? How do you determine if something is realistic? I'm curious. Matsuri. So matsuri. So going into this, before I started Duolingo in Japanese, there are some pragmatic and objective reasons why I'm doing this exactly, like this specific. Duolingo is free. It is streamable on Twitch, so that's why I'm using Duolingo. There's obviously a lot of other examples, and my goal is to apply what I usually learn, how I learn and pick up life skills and any skill for that matter, using this. It's not necessarily to learn Japanese. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not here to master Japanese. I'm here to demonstrate skills that you would use to learn language. And you can use that for video games. You can use that for video games, solving your depression, evaluating yourself, giving other people advice, how to teach other people stuff, or how to discuss when you don't understand something and then someone else doesn't understand something you're saying. That's what I'm using Duolingo to do. And on the side, as a secondary icing on the cake, I'm actually learning Japanese, which is self-motivated because I do love the Japanese culture at a distance. And as an Asian American, I am not Japanese, by the way. I do like trying to engross myself in a culture that I don't have access to. Is someone learning and showing the full journey while being interesting? Oh, well, thank you. What is your experience with Japanese, by the way? I see you have JoJo and Siwa and for real. So that's the FR. That kind of leads you into right, pre-selection. You have some pre-selection on your name, right? Which does strike me as someone who's into anime dominant culture. Perhaps you even know of the game Osu, right? Because of this specific internet jargon is pretty telling, as well as JoJo, right? You're chronically online. I see. Why this? I'm curious now. I'm interested in why Duolingo stream, or someone who's learning Japanese if you're chronically online. I imagine there's a lot of things you can do online, so I kind of want to know what interests you other than the whole realistic thing that you've mentioned so far.
Matsuri?
So I'm gonna rely on the fact that Matsuri is festival. It is festival. So here's a little story about how I know that Matsuri. So Matsuri is festival. Well, actually, before festival, we say Matsuri, right? Matsuri. And then before that, and then festival. So every year, I volunteer at Otakon. But we, you know, the Keikona says Otakon actually, but Otakon is a East Coast anime convention, and I volunteer there to help the little adorable peepos get into their weekend of fun. But before the 3-day weekend, there's a day before. There used to be, I'm not sure if they do that anymore, the day before, which is Thursday, there's a Matsuri. And I never forgot what Matsuri meant, because I had to look up why Thursday was called a Matsuri. But there you go. just tie in your memories so that you can use it as a tool to get invested in it. And I've been to Otakon. I think the next Otakon in 2024 is going to be my 18th. No, it's my 17th consecutive Otakon. So I've been to 17 years. And we had to put consecutive in quotations because COVID locked out one of it. One of the Otakons were canceled because of COVID. But 17 consecutive years. And I've been volunteering 7 of these years consecutively. I've been a wee young lad. I've actually been to more Otakons than the vast majority of kids that I interact with these days online. Especially when it comes to Japanese. Like the manga and anime culture. I've almost been to this convention more than the vast majority of the people I interact with here. Usually most of them are between this age group, probably. Occasionally you meet 20s, early 20s. And then from time to time, since my content is largely geared towards young adults, sometimes there's 16 less, but the way I talk up to 16 less is a little bit different than young adults, just to make sure that these little kiddos are safe, right? We gotta be very careful of certain misunderstandings. Fun stuff. Duolingo is simple. I like to communicate with people. I see. I stopped learning Japanese because where I am from, where you from, languages are seen as irrelevant and nobody supports your hobby. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it discouraging to you that no one supports your language where you are? It sounds like you love the learning language enough to want to do it yourself initially. Do they like go out of their way to put you down or something? Because for me, where I'm from, right, my environment, this is not a necessary skill, so you don't necessarily need to learn language. Since as you can tell, I speak American English, and usually English is sufficient for, as much as I enjoy language, I use language as an example of life skills. The vast majority of people who speak English don't put on the top of their list, I need to learn other languages, or learning Japanese specifically, actually. Even within the language department, right? When you think about the language, especially in the United States, Spanish would be at the top. And it's because of its pragmatism. So I did learn Spanish formally because of that. Because if you're thinking pragmatically, Spanish has a gigantic reach. And then the other one is Mandarin. And then I would say third would be Arabic. Arabic would probably, so these are just largely based on reach, like pure pragmatic numbers. So if oftentimes when people put you down, like put you down on hobbies and whatnot, they often rely on pragmatic arguments. So what is the reach? For the United States, Spanish will get you in contact with a lot of people. You will encounter Spanish as you travel, do business, do careers. You're gonna encounter Spanish. So that's a very earnest and pragmatic way of arguing, hey, I want to learn Spanish. Japanese is a little bit difficult because Japanese outside of Japan is a very online pre-selected usage. And I definitely agree with like my parents are from China and they're incredibly pragmatically focused. So they often say there's really no pragmatic reason to learn a language that is pre-selected into a very pocket. If your time spent with Spanish, you can present a better argument or a more pragmatic argument. However, generally speaking, the desire to learn a language, often should, in a healthy person, trump all these pragmatisms. So like when someone says, oh, there's no point in it, a healthy young adult I would like to know that they developed desires and motivation that doesn't completely hinder on pragmatism. Like, oh, does it make sense to learn Japanese? I like to hope that kids don't have to answer that question. It doesn't have to make sense. If you feel like you like it, I hope that the environment you have doesn't discourage you from doing things you like. When you become an adult, like, you know, like much older, then all right, you know, pragmatism is necessary because there are other considerations like food, you know, money, things that can weigh into pragmatism. Impact, right? Communication. Especially family members like to annoy me because of my interest in kanji. Okay, I see. Here's the thing, right? Is it when they annoy you, is it hurtful? I mean, it does sound like it's discouraging. However, oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you ever expressed to them, like to me, say like I'm asking you why you're learning Japanese? Because, have you ever tried, like I'm curious, have you ever tried expressing these types of, I don't want to say like, it sounds a little sappy, but these types of feelings, like, or present a pragmatic case for why this makes you feel nice to learn Japanese. It's part of learning language in general, being able to express it in a way that they're like, yo, you know what? You're really making my life a little miserable. And their family, right? We're talking about family here. So it's not like a stranger like myself and maybe like some online person who shares the same interest. That's, you know, family is way greater than that. Because you can definitely do a lot with not necessarily learning literally just Japanese, but the idea is if you participate in learning, like here's a little argument that would give to your family. If this is pointless, for example, if they're discouraging you, they probably find it's pointless or a waste of time. That's usually the bottom line in being annoying and discouraging, like the motivations. Ask yourself, if you learn Japanese, what do you gain by learning? If you're younger, I'm gonna say you're definitely younger than 25, somewhere around there. I would say even lower, you're younger than 20, because of the discouraging nature, how someone can annoy you and discourage you from this. you can demonstrate that if you learn something, and learning Japanese, you're 17, okay? If you learn Japanese, if you tell your folks, when you learn a language, it is very difficult. It is a discipline that can last for a lifetime. When you learn something, you are developing the skills to do something very difficult. How does that serve anything? Well, let's say you go get a job and on your resume, you write, you know 2 languages. I'm gonna tell you now, if a language like Japanese comes up, and the employer asks you, why did you learn Japanese? Which is the same question you asked me. And you could explain your expression, which I've been asking you why you learned Japanese, like what motivates you. If you can express that in a cogent way, what does that demonstrate to the employer? At least for myself, if I was trying to employ you, it means that you have dedication. You can learn born abstraction, like ways of thinking of complicated things, right? Complicated things that aren't related to you. So you can learn new things is a great example. So if you can explore what it means to learn a new language, Japanese itself might be useful. Like a lot of times when you're talking to a younger person, they think about the goal that is useful. So if you learn Japanese, it'll help you talk to Japanese people. However, when you learn something, you are learning other skills. And one of the biggest skills you're learning is you're learning how you learn. And this is money. If you struggle, solve, and retain, especially a language, you can learn almost anything. It's true. I say this about pretty much everything. Like if you struggle with something and you overcome that struggle and you retain it, it demonstrates to someone that you basically graduated from a good education. And what's even more impressive, if you do it alone. If you did this alone, self-motivated, which is what this sounds like. If you're self-motivated, like not dependent on, say, a stranger online or your favorite influencer, and if you just did it alone against annoying parents or family, when you become older, this skill that you have, these skills that keep you motivated, self-motivated, and graduating and learning new things, this is money. On a resume, if you like apply for a job and a resume is all the things that you have learned, all the skills that you have to offer. They don't necessarily have to be pragmatically relevant to demonstrate to an adult who's going to hire you, like a boss who's going to hire you, to have to be relevant, because they're looking for someone who can learn really, really fast, pick up and go. It's a bonus if you have skills that are relevant to their job. So obviously you're going to accept applying to a job you're interested in with the skills. All the extra skills, you can spin it. It's very useful. It tells someone you can learn things without the necessity of the encouragement of anyone else. It is nice, obviously, to have your family's backing, people to communicate with in communities, but if you can do it yourself, that is a very, very rare person. And I understand it kind of sucks that you're being discouraged, but maybe one day when you find more confidence, right? More confidence in things and self-motivation, you might pick up Japanese again. I mean, you're already learning kanji. I'm not going to get to kanji in another 2 months, probably. I might not ever get to kanji. I have another way of finding out what I'm going to do for kanji, but for now I'm working on kana, the first 2 kanas, which are hirakana and kitakana. So hopefully that kind of expresses I'm projecting here. So the word I'm using here is I'm projecting. So when you ask me why am I learning Japanese, part of the answer is this. So when I illustrate how to learn something, when I talk about the pros and cons about learning and stuff, I hope that in some way during the long journey, younger people use that to their advantage. Obviously, this stuff doesn't really appeal to an adult who is successful already. So if an adult is already successful, they might be inspired by something. But generally speaking, when you're already successful and you're older, these guys already have their other methods, their own methods of self-motivation, learning that doesn't depend on other people. And maybe one day as you get into your 20s, you'll feel enough confidence from like skills you learn that be like, heck, I love this. I will continue doing it. And that's one of the components of learning that I feel the internet does not provide. This is a giant component of learning. This thing I'm describing is a life skill. To be able to do something and learn something with confidence that's not dependent on other people. So, keep your chin up. Hopefully you find something that you really like, that you just don't care about other people per se, like don't have them sway you, but you can at least take in input still and argue back and like express back, this is my value. If I learn Japanese, it helps me learn anything. Japanese is a very difficult language for a lot of people, and if I can learn Japanese and show you I can learn Japanese, then I can learn a lot of other things because I did something hard, I did something challenging, and it's a skill for life. So if that helps you with expressing or trying to counter argue some people who are putting you down, right? It's not, I don't think they're malicious in a way. I don't want to make it sound like your family is malicious. I don't necessarily think they are. What they're trying to do is they're trying to be pragmatic. And their pragmatism is based on their biases, like their thoughts. Like, what is useful? Well, learning Japanese is not useful. That's probably because they are not necessarily as interested in Japanese as you are. So the idea is it's up to you to convince them that Japanese or learning a language is useful. And that gives you power and confidence over time. So when someone comes to me and say, this is the best way, like since I'm a streamer that deals with education, someone can easily come up to me and say, this Duolingo is garbage. which I've heard a bunch of times actually. Or it has shortcomings. And I have to express a counter argument to these. So I use my experience and make it sound convincing, but not in a way that I'm trying to say, no, this is not the case. I know it has shortcomings, so I understand where these guys are coming from. Much like I definitely understand when you want to do something and people are around you and they discourage you. Like, for example, when I was younger, when I was 18, I wanted to be a film director. And then that kind of matriculated into game direction, game design. And before that, I wanted to be a computer engineer, whatever, that's the general term back in the day. It's been a really long time. Like this stuff, computer software design, programming, all that stuff is still like in its early stages when I was deciding what my career was. But I ended up becoming a scientist. However, scientist was less than a doctor, than a physician. And my parents are Chinese. So I don't have to tell you too much about the stereotypes of having a potential tiger mom and a complacent father who basically follows traditional Chinese pragmatism, right? Yet I turned into someone else, right? Now I have a PhD in biology. I'm learning Japanese. And I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, right? All these things are an uphill battle. And nothing can keep someone from feeling happy and sustainably happy and goal-seeking and successful as long as you're 17. So I don't want to sound too overwhelming. As you're growing, getting older, you're hopefully developing ways to keep motivated and doing your thing, right? And one of them does involve, you can leverage learning Japanese. You still don't know what a tiger mom is? So a tiger mom, I don't want to make this sound like a stigma. So it's not a bad thing, in my opinion. So this is coming from a Chinese American. Like for me, when I say tiger mom, a lot of times from the outside, it would be like a very forceful, aggressive parenting style. But to me, it creates someone like me. So tiger mom is someone who is aggressive. And what I mean aggressive is constantly pushing. And they're very traditional. So like for example, things that don't come up that are often there's our do's and don'ts. So if you're thinking about like your parents telling you what is useful and what is a waste of time, this is an expression or parental style. And this to me is kind of a endearment. Like what I see is this aggression, this pushing, this traditionalism is that they know these things work. Like what works for them? Working hard, getting a good education, making a lot of money. These are things that work for them. So just as I have a tiger mom, right? I have a tiger mom. I have to build myself up just as strong. So in order for me, if I don't agree with this, if you don't agree, right? I could, and there was a chance in a universe, in a parallel universe, I was born to be agreeing with my tiger mom. Then I would do everything my tiger mom wants because our interest aligns. We have the same interest. Unfortunately, or fortunately, in my life, I didn't agree with my mother of how to do this. I didn't agree with her. So how was this useful? It told me that I had to build myself up. I need to learn life skills, understand my parents' perspective, right? Understand myself well enough, understand myself, and then express myself in a way that I can challenge them. So my mother is a tiger mom. She's incredibly aggressive. She knows what she wants in her child. She knows what's best. She thinks she knows what's best for me. And because of that pushing and pulling, I grew up to be an incredibly stronger person. Even though I disagree with her, I needed to develop all the skills, all the life skills to understand where my mother is coming from. She loves me. That's why she's aggressive, right? She loves me because she knows these are the things that worked for her, or these are the things she grow older knowing that they work. And I had to understand that perspective in order to understand where I am, and then present a counter argument. And if I win out, I become someone different from her visions. So instead of becoming a physician, I became a scientist. Instead of running instead of becoming a physician, I could explain to my mother why I didn't want to become a physician and understand that I need to satisfy her concerns. So why does she want me to become a physician? So I had to spend time at least trying to talk to her, get her perspective. And then what I do is I find an alternative solution. I became a scientist. I did certain things that allow me to remove and achieve the same goals. So she had goals for me, right? And I had to understand those goals and demonstrate to her that I don't need to become a doctor to reach those goals. And that's kind of like the whole language thing and learning, like, what are your goals? So if you certainly your family could be annoying, you can oftentimes, if you have trouble expressing yourself, then ask your parents, why are they annoying you? Like, why? Explain why Japanese is useless. Like, explain why what you're doing is a waste of time. Then take those things and demonstrate that what you're doing actually solves those things, or at least most of those things, enough to convince them that you understand their perspective. At the same time, your perspective convinces them that it's meaningful. So over time, as my parents saw me grow up and I became 18 and I left the nest, I basically left the nest. Both me and my sister were both within a year of each other. So both of us left and we became extraordinarily different people than our parents imagined. And when we come home, our parents are no longer dissatisfied because the task and the things and the actions that we have done fulfills the goals that they wanted to work by presenting a very specific image. So they wanted a doctor, a physician that makes an impact on the world, that doesn't have long hours and isn't uncontrollable, right? My parents worked at a restaurant. So customers always right, that kind of thing. There's no flexibility. There's a lot of things that they're projecting that says this is a way to not have those problems that they don't like and they don't want their children to have. So I have convincingly developed enough life skills in understanding of their perspective to counter argue, and they no longer have that problem. So now I do things in so many ways that still fulfill those goals without ever being like it's inconceivable to them. And that's kind of the idea. And while you're doing all of this, you know, understanding yourself, understanding other people's perspective, you're developing life skills. And life skills go a long way. And one of the biggest life skills that you're doing, in my opinion, as an adult, as a stranger online that you just met, when you are learning anything that is tough, and not, hear me out here, before you go into thinking something. When I mean tough, I don't mean just because Japanese may be hard for you. It's tough going against family. It's tough having less resources. It's tough talking to strangers. It's tough. Internet hustle culture is tough. And you might, this needs a little bit of elaboration. When you go on the internet, you see others success. That's the internet hustle culture. It's actually very tough seeing that. So let me think about this. So let me elaborate, sorry. Learning Japanese. What's a great argument for learning Japanese in your position, in my opinion? It is tough for all these things. Learning Japanese is already tough. So you're going to learn ways to learn Japanese, right? What are you going to learn when you're learning Japanese? How to stay consistent. How to sound training. Culturalism. There are so many, the list goes on, just from learning Japanese itself. Now we're going against family. Motivation, self-awareness, self-expression, self-control, discipline, patience, communication. The list keeps going. Compromise. And less resources. So if you're not motivated by people, you're not annoyed, like people annoy you, you have less resources. That's less affirmation. Affirmation is when someone says, good job, keep going, kind of thing. You have less of that. It's less encouraging. So less affirmation, less encouragement. So you develop skills to get to feel more reward, right? You have to develop all these skills when you have less resources. I'm not stating the obvious ones. Less resource could just mean less money, right? A lot of people focus on less money, and you'll use your imagination. Those are pragmatic things. I'm sure most people are intelligent enough at this young adult phase to pick those resources. I'm picking the resources that you have control over most of the time that you can develop, which is finding sources of affirmation, encouragement, reward. Those are tough. You have to learn to make more from less. If people are not encouraging to you around your life, strangers are not encouraging to you, like if you say you're a streamer like myself and someone comes up and say you're learning the wrong way, well, it doesn't faze me. I have a lot of ways to redeem and counter argue. I take that advice, absorb it, and spin it in a different way. That's affirmation, encouragement. There's a lot of people that aren't here to encourage you as well online, right? They'll have their own ideas, their own things, their own ways of making things work. So that's kind of skills like that. And then talking to strangers, that's obvious. It kind of feeds into almost all of these things. And then the internet hustle culture, which is things get done fast. If you don't see progress like you see on internet hustle culture, give up. You can't be as good. So that's kind of the idea. All of these things are untapped skills you can build by choosing to learn Japanese right now in your life. All these skills, and it's overwhelming. So it's super overwhelming for a kid your age. Oftentimes kids have at least some of these things. You have family who may encourage you, provide reward for a job well done. So it makes it less tough, right? Less tough. Oftentimes when as an adult, as an educator, I want to lower some of these barriers, like lower the need for self-expression, lower the need for self-control, maybe remove some of the discipline until the person doesn't find it overwhelming and quit. And that's kind of the education and teaching. And yes, being a parent does involve being able to teach your kids and educate your kids in all of these facets. The parent is kind of, and family, the people who are older have access to these much more easily. And their goal is to try to jostle these around so that you don't quit, but you are also having a tough time, because things that are tough forces you or conditions you to intuitively find solutions. Having a really easy time with all these things, you won't develop any of these skills at all. So when the first obstacle you hit in the future, you're going to have to develop these skills. So in my opinion, a great way to kind of counter argue why learn Japanese right now, well, it's because people don't believe in me. Why learn Japanese? Because you annoy me. And why is that the case? Because now you have to learn how to not make the annoyance stop you, how to make people believe in you when they don't. All these are skills. How do you be charismatic to someone? So when charisma is a life skill. The way I'm presenting this right now is a development of an uphill battle. So my parents know what works. They've already been through life and stuff. So when you push, right? When they push harder, it's an opportunity to show them how hard you can push back without like being malicious or something. It's different from saying like, I hate you, I don't care about you. That's weak. That's weak, like in my opinion. you can do better. So that kind of thing, all these things will allow you to love your parents for annoying you, or love your family for caring so much in a way, in their own way, but you can prove them different. Like, I can have all the things you annoy me about and continue learning Japanese, or continue whatever it is, video games, art, web design, computer engineering. And these are the elements that are what I call life skills. And if you have life skills, it will be okay, in my opinion. Obviously, this is a hot take. And this also takes many years. It may be forever. But you're always, this is uncapped. There's no glass ceiling for these things. No glass ceiling. So each day you ask yourself, how do I get more motivation to do the things that make me happy, right? How do I juggle all the responsibilities that I don't have control over in order to get closer to my goals, right? It's long. The journey's long. Life is your entire life. It doesn't end until it does, right? So all these skills, you're playing the long game. So hopefully, maybe you'll find someone online that will encourage you to learn Japanese again and pick up Japanese. It doesn't even have to be Japanese. It could be video games. Yeah, and I do play OS, Babin. The reason why I can pick up people who might be interested in like anime, like manga, or even Japanese language is often because I spent a lot of time in this realm, and online, especially Twitch, one consistent place is OS. So, yeah, hopefully that helps. The reason why I spend most of this time is I was committed, so this is going to be the digression for today. I hope some of that is interesting, but I want to highlight tough. If people don't believe in you, ask yourself if you need it. If you need it, find it. Or create it. Right? And what does that do? That's impressive. When you do these things, you will improve at life. Right? So that's kind of thing. This is hustling, so make sure, just as I'm worried about the hustle culture, remember that this sounds simple, but it's not simple. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be today. When I'm learning Japanese on Duolingo, I'm going to be doing this for 365 days, at least. I'm not that guy that's going to tell you you can learn any language in 24 hours. And here's how, because I spent all my years learning language. I actually haven't done that, so I can't even tell you that anyways. And I can tell you this, how long did it take me to do all of this? It took me my entire life. This process took me my entire life. I would say minus the first 5 years, because I was minus the first 5 years, because I was kind of, I was a little baby. All I could do was, but the earliest moment that I recognized that I had a tiger mom was probably around 5 years old. I still remember when I realized that, when I was 5 years old. I'm 36 now, by the way. I do stream daily, except maybe Wednesdays, but since I'm doing Duolingo, it's every day. I have to keep my Duolingo streak going, so it's going to be at least 2 or 3 hours every day with Duolingo, if not more, but I generally play video games at the second half. So the idea is enjoy doing something that doesn't necessarily rely on other people. And it's going to be tough. When it's too tough, find it or create it. Because these are the things you can possibly control. You can't control what you need. It's harder to control what you need. But you can always try to find and create something. Hopefully that's helpful. I can't choose between Mandarin and Japanese. Why not both? After Japanese, once I get into like 3 or 4 months of Japanese, I'll probably stagger both Japanese and Mandarin. So why not both? Start with one and then grab the other one. Life is long. You're 17. Plenty of time. Why not both? Your balance is bad. You want to do both? Start with one, you know? Anything is better than nothing. So a lot of times the hustle culture is kind of terrible at this, or the internet can be terrible at this advice when you think about how overwhelming things are. I know it's not necessarily completely related, but this is more of a conditioned response where like you want to do both, but what you do is you jump back and forth between Japanese and Mandarin. And oftentimes, yes, you could do this if you have enough experience. But when you think about that Mandarin and Japanese both exist, it can be overwhelming. So when you're overwhelmed, it takes longer to make decisions. It takes longer to make decisions. So the idea is pick one, whichever one, and know that you will be satisfied, or try to know that you will be satisfied eventually. Because when you pick one, eventually you're going to get to the second one. It doesn't matter which one starts first. Your life is long enough that you get to do both. So instead of worrying about trying to do both at once, which may seem overwhelming, which leads to indecision, pick one. And the idea is, the reason is the internet is always about best and having it all. And when you see a lot of that, it creates this indecision where like, oh, there's a lot of things to consider. You know, I have Japanese and Chinese, but I kind of want to do them both at the same time. Start with one. You know you will be satisfied. Just trust yourself that you'll find it. So continue what you're doing now. And the take-home message that I usually say is better, in my opinion, better to do something than nothing at all. And this is why I worry about the hustle culture. When you spend a lot of time thinking about it, it's wonderful that you're thinking about all the things. If you think about it too much, you're going to end up doing nothing at all. So better to do something than nothing at all, even if it's not the best way. In fact, I would encourage people to do not the best way occasionally, maybe most of the time now, because most people are always talking about the best way, the highest value. Like, if I learn Japanese, I should also learn Mandarin, as opposed to, let me start with Mandarin and maybe I'll get to Japanese, right? You get to start somewhere. So better to do something than nothing at all. All right. There we go. Now we're gonna get back to completing 1 or 2 lessons today. Thanks for the share, Jojo. Keep that in mind. Right. And feelings and stuff don't really change overnight. So tomorrow you might sober up. Tomorrow you might sober up and still have that huge force push back on you. The idea is every day push back a little bit more, right? Push back a little bit more. So it's a long race. So once you go to bed tonight, you'll probably sober up and feel that whole weight comes back. Just a little bit at a time, right? Okay. All right, Matsuri. Let's practice this. Ashida. Shi. Da. Ashida. Okay. So, Shida. This is Mashide. 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 Mashite. 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 Ki. Hanki. Hanki. And Hakama. Hakama.
Hakama.
Oh, Hakama. It's on the first one. Hakama. Let's see. Oh, let's write that out actually. Let's take time to write that out. Ma. Okay. Akama right here. And then we have Masaka. Masaka. Kamata. 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 And Tamaki. Tamaki. I'm gonna just study and vibe along. Yeah, Jojo, that's definitely just vibe along. Study with me if you want. Like another encouragement when it comes to these things, like when you play video games, you can play video games and encourage yourself knowing that someone else is doing it. So I often find studying in the company of another person, just knowing that they are also doing the same thing, that can be encouraging too. But definitely, even just having the visual without me interrupting you and hearing me all the time, if you know someone else is doing the same thing, it can be very encouraging. So definitely, if I'm always studying a specific time, you could always study a very specific time, and it's just very affirming when someone is doing the same thing or a similar thing. Okay. All right. So, let's do it one more time. One more time. Let's see. Ka. Tsu. Tsu. Ra. Ma. Shi. E. Mashite. Sa. Sa. Ma. Yeah, Hasama. Oh, I only did 3, right? Yeah, okay. And then Ma. Oh, wait. Oh, whoops. This is supposed to be Masaka. My eyes darted up to Hasama. So this is supposed to be Masaka. So I actually wrote Masama. That's fair. Let's see. Ha. Ha. Shi. Da. Why am I drawing a blank on da? Da is da. Da. Whoops, that's a little too accented, but Hashida. Oh yeah, no worries. I imagine you were in Europe. It's a very common time around now because I stream during European evenings. Yeah, it's late. Also get some rest. Yeah. Yeah, definitely get some rest. And do what you gotta do for the rest of the evening, right? Go play a video game or something, if you have the luxury. Again, I enjoy the company and an opportunity to express some of my ideas. It's nice. I do want to ask you about your school and all that stuff and your education and whatnot. Another time. Another time. Obviously, be careful of what personal information you give out, but I would love to hear about what you do each day, or things that you might be upset about, or things that make you happy. Perfectly fine. I probably have something to say about that. Yeah, French tomorrow. Oh, French. Interesting. Is that your primary language? All right. So let's not, we have enough kana practice now. So let's just move along. You're getting your test? Oh, okay. Good luck, good luck. So, asama. Asama. Machida. Yeah. Oh no, Hachima. Wait, Hachima. Why? I mean Hachida. Sorry, Hachida. Sorry. Hashida. Why am I? Yeah, Hashida. Mashide. Mashite. Katsura. And Masaka.
反対
Handai.
反対
An.
反対
An.
反対
E. An. E. An. E. So Handai. An. E. Handai. Oh. Oh, Hantai. Oh, I missed one. Okay. Ooh, this is my first 4 kana thing. Okay, okay, opposite. Okay, fair
反
enough.
対
Hantai. So Hantai. I missed a syllable. Tai. Hantai. Opposite. Okay. My second language. Oh, it's your second language. You're in Germany, fair enough. From Croatia, learning French and Mandarin, 5 languages. Ooh, that's tough. 5 languages. Godspeed, Godspeed. 5 languages. In my life, I only had to learn 1 language at a time. So, and I didn't learn Spanish until way later. Way later. Well, not too way later. When I was 16. 16 is when I started learning a second language. It's not to say, so when I mean learning, actively learning, just like you, where you have like class and schoolwork and whatnot. I do speak a separate language with my parents most of my life. However, that's only a spoken language for me. So I do speak a lot. I do speak several languages, but I haven't actively learned those. That is so bright. You've been inducted into the Streak Society. I feel this is a Monka. Okay, real talk though. Real talk. Streak Society. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Sorry, kids. Sorry, kids, but streak might need quotations here. Streak Society. Keep extending your streak to unlock exclusive rewards. Lose your streak, lose your reward. Okay, fair enough. It is so bright, but it's fine. It's fine. My eyes. Alright, let's go. And then eventually, wait. Oh, do I start now? Oh, does it start instantly? I can't bank this? Oh, I was really hoping I didn't start today. Because I imagine you can bank it, but I guess you get the today is a short day, by the way. I have a short day today. It's a hangout day. So do we automatically... Okay, so let's explore... we might as well explore the features, right? Yeah, no ads. That's fine. Then we might as well take this time to look at all the other feature sets. So I know that you can listen. So let's just do this stuff. Yeah, so... I was really hoping it starts tomorrow or like another day so I can plan the 3-day stuff. So you get a free super, a 3-day free super. So let's try out these features that were behind the super. I don't think necessarily you need super. However, I was gonna find weeks and months where I would be a little hardcore. Let's see. Listen up. Let's try this. Put your ears on alert. You'll listen 10 times in this practice session. Okay.
それは美味しいです。
Okay. それは美味しいです。
美味しいです。はい、これは美味しいです。
はい、これは美味しいです。これはこれは美味しいです。Okay, so it's just all the audio ear training, which is probably my strongest suit because I have a lot of ear training. Oh, and I forgot the hi because I was just thinking of something. Shh. But my attention is pretty bad too.
これはケーキです。
これはケーキです。
です。
Okay.
カレーですか？
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 Is this cake? Hi, is this curry?
いいえ、それはピザです。
Or is it curry? いいえ、ピザです。ピザです。Where are you, です。
です。
Wait.
いいえ、それはピザです。
Oh, それは
です。
Okay. That is pizza. それはピザです。
いいえ、それはピザです。
Yeah.
いいえ、カレーです。
いいえ、カレーです。
です。いいえ、カレーです。
Okay.
ピザください。
ピザください。
ください。ください。
Okay. I haven't used ください in a while.
はい、これはラーメンです。はい、ラーメン。これはラーメンです。ラーメンは美味しいです。
ラーメンは美味しいです。
美味しいケーキ。
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 はい、これは美味しいです。
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 Okay. I'm trying to do it with just one pass as quickly as possible. Okay. All right. Ends in 3 days. Thanks for the reminder. So, okay, so that's just a listen thing. Right. So you can just listen instead of doing the whole like visual stuff. That's fair. This is my strength, so I don't think I would use this as much. Listen to a conversation with audio only. Okay.
寿司とお茶ください。
Oh, so I see what they're doing. Okay. So I'm still mimicking though.
寿司
Shito. Shito.
寿司とお茶ください。
Kudasai.
くだ
So
さい。
sushi and green tea, please.
ご飯お茶
Gohan,
Gohan.
ocha.
お茶
It's still the
水
same
寿司
because we're limited. So we can't actually take advantage of this. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. We can't take advantage of this because I imagine the conversation is locked behind the unit that we came first. So they've segregated. Oh, that makes sense now. So they do segregate what is listening activities and what was supposed to build up conversation. But unfortunately, we're only on like unit 2. So we can't actually do that. We don't have enough vocabulary that they introduced to make it sound like a conversational thing. So it's gonna take a while. I took too long because I focused too much on hirakana because I kind of enjoy characters and stuff.
水寿司水寿司
So we're still stuck, more or less feeling the
寿
same
司と
thing.
水ください。
Sushi
寿
to
司と
mizu
水
kudasai.
ください。ご飯と水ください。ご飯
Gohan
と
to mizu
水ください。
kudasai. Yeah, this is gonna take a while
ご飯です
before we.
ご飯です
Gohan
ご飯ください
Gohan kudasai.
ご飯ください
お茶と寿司ください。
Ocha
お茶と
to sushi.
寿司
kudasai.
ください。お茶と寿司ください。
寿司お茶
Sushi.
Sushi.
Ocha.
お茶寿司お茶
I don't have cha yet.
お茶と水です。
Ocha to mizu desu.
お茶
Cha
と水です
Okay. Yeah. So we don't have enough vocabulary to segregate conversation from listening, but listening is more or less conversation is part of listening. So I see what they're doing there. I do like this. This might be cool down. If I had to cool down, I would listen. So in the beginning, if I had this feature on Super, what I would do is I would hardcore go into Hirakana, and then I would cool down near my end of my sessions. I would probably use a listening session to improve my vocabulary. I think listening is a component that can be heavily reliant for studying and vocabulary, as opposed to writing. Writing and visually looking at stuff kind of go hand in hand, in my opinion, a lot more. Obviously, the ideal case is to do all three, which over the session, you'll do all three. So let's go over let's get rid of the 17 mistakes that I've made before, which is also another feature of Super. And I haven't moved far enough in the units yet to read, unfortunately, like to get my first story. I'm really excited though about reading my first story. So let's fix all our mistakes while we have the opportunity. 6 mistakes. Okay.
ナオミさん、じゃあね。
Na, oh, can I say this?
ナオミさん。
Na, o, mi, sa, I don't have ja, and then like this
Ja,
ja.
ne.
Yeah, right. So I'm guessing you take this and then you add those two to create ja, ne, right? I have all the other hiraganas except for ja. So Naomi-san, ja ne. Hi, Naomi. Ie,
いいえ。
それは
それか。
カレー
カレー
です。
です。
To be polite. I think they accept it without this. Oh! Wait. Oh, I went to grab wa and I accidentally picked up ka.
これ
Okay.
はご飯です
That's fine. That's just a UI thing. I thought I flicked wa, but I hit ka instead.
これはご飯です
Kore wa gohan. Gohan.
ご飯
I don't have
Gohan.
go yet. I don't have go. Gohan this.
です
And I don't have day yet. I'm Hana. Nice to meet you. Hana.
花
This. Oh. I'm Hana. Hana this.
です
Dojo yoroshiku. I don't have do. Zo. I don't have zo. Yo. No. Ro. No yo. No ro either. And shiku.
どうぞよろしく
こんばんはナオミです
Konbawa.
こんばんは
Konbawa. I keep. Gotta stop using the G sound. Konbawa. Naomi desu.
ナオミですこんばんはナオミです
Is that tasty? Oishi desu ka? Oishi?
お
Oishi
いしい
desu? Where are you desu?
Desu
Desu ka?
か
Oh, crud. I did the same thing again. Is that? Man, sore wa oishi desu ka? Ah, that's why I made these mistakes. I don't differentiate between that, this, and it. I have a terrible habit of annoying. I don't use these in English either. I don't do this in English, so I gotta stop making my bias happen. So,
いいえ、
それはカレーです。
カレーです。
Is that tasty? So, それは美味しいですか？それは美味しい。
おいしい
美味しいですか？
ですか
Let's continue with mistakes. I love this mistake reviews. Mistake reviews are great. かっこ
かっ
いい
こいい
ですか？ Or です
かっこいい人です
人です。
人です
Cool person. A cool person. Or she's a cool person. He's a cool person.
お茶と水
お茶と水。
お茶と水
お茶と水です。
お茶と水です。It's oh wait yes it's green tea and water. He's a cool student. かっこ
かっ
いい
こいい
学生です。
学生です。
Can you tell me about your Mandarin experience? Sure. Tell me something interesting. What's on your mind? お茶
お茶
と
と
寿司です。
寿司です
Alright. We're wrecking these mistakes. Let's go. More jammies. You reviewed all my mistakes? Wait. But I made mistakes with my mistakes. You don't carry my mistakes that are my okay. They don't record the mistakes that I made with my mistakes. And then I can't read stories. I don't have my first story yet. Where is my first story? Is it this thing? Man, I really want my story, but we really need to do these lessons. We're falling behind on lessons, so let's do 4 here. It's a book symbol. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be a long time. Ooh, okay, so I wouldn't have been able to reach it no matter what. So it'll be like the 50-day streak. I was told there was a 50-day streak that gives you 3 days. So it's not until 50 days. Patience. All right, let's get to going.
カレー
라멘도 카레. 라멘도 카레.
カレーカレーとラーメン
카레도 라멘. Okay. I
カ
don't
レー
have. I have ka. I don't have re. I wonder
Kare.
why this ka. That's a different ka. As in that might be kata. That might be itakana. Because there's no like little stroke on the right. And ramen is kitakata. It's kitakana as well. So it's gonna be a while. Tasty green tea. おいし
おいし
い
い
お茶。
お茶お茶
ラーメンとお茶。
ラ
ラーメ
ーメン
ン
と
と
お茶。
お茶。
これはお茶です。
これは You realized every big and scary character is just made of muo, of a lot of common. I don't know what those are, but that sounds. I see. So you realize a pattern. Hey, if you realize a pattern, you can address it, right? So what are you gonna do to make them less scary? What are you gonna do to make those big scary characters less scary? You're in the dark, your keyboard is barely visible. Okay, that's fair. That's kind of scary too, not being able to see your keyboard. これはお茶です。Yeah, これはお茶。Yeah, お茶です。I can see the spaces. I know a lot of people like to not see the spaces, but I see the spaces. これはお茶です。Or actually, これはお茶です。Like I actually quite literally now see the spaces in the kana, which is something that's carried over from English, not really Japanese. But it's great that now I can see the spaces myself, even though when I go to write it, I won't actually see those spaces. I won't actually write with those spaces in. I already memorized common pieces for Hanzi, like women and tree, water, small. I feel like I'm progressing. That's awesome. Keep feeling that way. Keep it. Okay. Yeah. I will keep that in mind, but yes. Hey, you're working on kanji. I don't think I'm gonna voluntarily work on kanji. So that's really, really far down the line. Maybe. So, これはお茶です。This is green tea.
ラーメンとカレー。
ラーメン
ラーメンと
とカレ
カレ
ー。それは、これは
これは
ラーメン
ラーメン
です。
です
これはご飯です。
これはご飯で
これは
す。
ご飯
です。
です。
おいしいラーメン。
おいしいラーメン。おいしいラーメン。She's so airy.
これはおいしいラーメンです。
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 This is water. これは水です。
です
ー。カレーは美味しいです。
これはoh no. カレーは美味しいです。
カレーは美味しいです。
Curry is tasty. Once again, カレーは美味しい
おいしい
です。
です。
お茶
お茶は美味しいです。
です。
Hooray! Okay. Pizza?
ピザ
ピザは美味しいです。ピ
Pizza
ザは
は
美味
美味しい
しい
で。
ですす。
ピザと水
水
ください。
おいしいケーキ。
美味しいケーキ。Tasty cake?
ピザと水ください。ピ
ピ
ザと
ザと水く
く
ださい。
ださい。
それは美味しいです。
それは美味しいです。That's tasty.
それはケーキです。
When do I usually stream? Usually I try to get on 2 or 3 hours before this time right now.
それはケーキです。それは
はケーキです。
ケーキです。
それは美味しいです。
それは美味しいです。That's tasty.
これとそれ。
これとそれ。これ。
これ。
Wait.
これ。これとそれ。これとそれ。
Oh, I love this phrase, right? This and that. You're forgetting about. This is pizza. これはピザ。
これ
ピザ。ザ。これはピザ。
それはラーメンです。
Oh, I've got this. That's right. That's fine. It's just being polite.
それはラーメンです。
それはラーメンです。
ラーメンです。
これはケーキです。
これはケーキです。This is cake. You're getting your favorite game next week? I may not come. No worries. What is it? What is your favorite game, by the way? Dead by Daylight, if you're curious. Oh, it's Dead by Daylight. Okay, I see. DBD. I'm aware of it. I keep a track of most of the gaming scene. I use gaming as a platform to talk to younger audience. So I'm on top of all the gaming stuff. I don't usually have a lot of time to play such thing as DBD. Yeah, a new chapter is coming out. Yeah, I heard about the new chapter. I see a bunch of streamers talking about the new killer, like going to play the new killer, right? DBD's new killer. That's cake. それはケーキ。
ケーキ
Yes.
です。
ピザは
ピザ
ピザは美味しい
美味しい
です。
です。
これ
これはケーキ
カレー
です。
です。
Oh, what did I do? Oh, I said cakey, but I picked up the I picked up kare. Whoops. Thanks. Yes. I'm sure you'll find someone who's into Dead by Daylight. What do you watch that you're interested in Dead by Daylight? I think historically the last person I watched that for a little bit that played DBD was probably Admiral Baru. That was a long time ago. So that was like 2 years ago. The DBD has been around quite some time. You're getting the game to play with your cousin? Nice. Playing with friends and family, you gotta love it for games like DBD, right? This is cake. Dang it, it's the last one. All right, so これはケーキ。
ケーキ
Don't mix up these symbols. Are these kana? Oops, I forgot days again. It's fine. Okay, let's keep going.
いいえ、ケーキです。
いいえ、
いいえ、
ケーキです。ケー
ケー
キ
キ、ケーキ
です。
です。
はい、美味しいです。
はい、美味しいです。It's tasty.
美味しいですか？
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 Is it tasty? はい、
はい、
はい。お茶です。
です。
ピザですか？
ピザです
ピ
か？
ザですか？
Is it pizza?
いいえ、水です。
いいえ、水です。No. 水です。It's water.
はい、ケーキです。
はい、ケーキです。
ケーキです。
いいえ、
いいえ、
カレーです。
カレーです。
Yes.
これはラーメンですか？
これは
これ
ラーメン
ラーメンで
ですす
か？
か？Howdy, looks like you're making good progress. Almost, yes, I'm almost to Unit 3. We're gonna have to stop at Unit right as we get to Unit 3, unfortunately. Today's a shorter Wednesday. Hello there again, Lotus. I have a huge family, so you won't get confused in the future. Like 30 plus uncles and aunts alone, but I'm one of the older kids, so there are a crap ton of doodles, toddlers, toddlers. Okay. It could go on, I could understand from two or three of those things. Like I was trying to read too much into it. Okay. Jojo, feel free to share some family goobers. Like 30 plus uncles and aunts. That sounds amazing. I want to hear some stories in the future. Not today, because it's late, right? Don't overdo it.
はい、
Patience.
これは美味しいです。
はい、これは美味しいです。はい。これは美味しいです。This is tasty. Oh, and your girlfriend's family's like that, dude. I have a really big extended family too, although my family's a little bit removed from the extended family because we live geographically a little bit away from them. それはラーメンですか？
ですか？
はい、これはラーメンです。
はい、はい、これはthis is ramen. Is it curry? Okay. カレーですか？
カレー。カレー。
Wow, you sound really different.
カレー。カ
カレ
レー。
ー。That
カレー。
interesting. You sound very different.
カレー。
カレー。ですか？いえ、それはピザですか？ Oh, no. I did it again. です。I almost did it again. い
い
え、
いえ、
これ
これ
は
はラーメンです。
Okay. All right, review. Let's go. これはケーキ
ケーキ
です。
です。
Optional.
それは美味しいですか？
それは美味しいですか？ Sorry, she always makes me laugh. Or she makes me smile because she's so unenthusiastic. That is tasty. Oh, is that tasty?
それはカレーです。
Take care, Jojo. Balkan families, I see. But Christmas meetups are always amazing. I can imagine. It's like a convention. It's practically a convention. Yeah, take care. Yeah, stay safe. You know, stay motivated. Try to be a little happier each day, right?
それはカレーです。それはカレーです。
カレーです。
カレーです。
これは寿司ですか？
これは寿司だ。これは寿司ですか? Okay. This is sushi. Oh, is this sushi?
カレーは美味しいです。
カレーは美味しいです。Curry is tasty.
これはラーメンですか？
これはラーメンですか? This is ramen. Oh, is this ramen?
これは美味しいラーメンです。
これは美味しいラーメンです。
これは美味しいラーメンです。これは美味しいラーメンです。それはラーメンですか？
これはラーメンですか？これはラーメンですか? Oh, それは Is that ramen?
カレーは美味しいです。
カレーは美味しいです。
美味しいです。
Oh, カレーはラーメンです。
カレーは美味しいです。
Okay. Is that tasty? 美味しいですか?
ですか?
Oh, no. Nope. I almost did it again. それは美味しいですか? ケーキは美味しいです。Yes. ケーキは美味しいです。Okay. これは美味しい。美味しいご飯です。Hey. I did it! Oh, right. Oh, you get free challenges. That's right. You don't do gem. The other super feature is it doesn't cost gems to do challenges. Fair enough. Pizza. Kudasai. はい。
はい。
はい。美味しいです。はい。ケーキです。
ケーキです。
美味しいピザ。ピザ。ケーキです。
ケーキです。
はい。カレーです。いえ。カレーです。This guy says カレー. They're much different. I like it. Where was I?
これは
ケーキです。
ケーキです。
Let's go!
これは
水です。はい。これはラーメンです。 それはお茶です。
です。
それはラーメンです。ピザですか？いえ。それはピザです。
ピザです。
それはラーメンですか？これはおいしいラーメンです。What did I do? Sometimes I pick ka instead of wa. I got the two symbols mixed up a little bit. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Got the two kanas mixed up a bit. Okay. I'm trying to go as quickly as I can. Because we're running out of time today. Where is that? Is it curry? Kare desu ka? Ramen to kare. Ramen to kare. Okay. Hooray! Oh, it's just a review. Okay, let's do the review. Kare. Pizza. I'm gonna struggle with the Z sound for some time. Hi. Keiki. Jane. Ramen.
はい、これはご飯です。はい、ご飯。
これは
ご飯です。
これはラーメンですか？
これはラーメンですか？ This is ramen. Oh, is this ramen?
カレーは美味しいです。
カレー。これは美味しいです。
カレーは美味しいです。これ
Just kidding.
カレ
ーは美味しいです。Just kidding.
どうぞよろしく。
ケンです。どうぞよろしく。I'm Ken. Nice to meet you.
いいえ、それは水です。
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 こんばんは、ナオミです。
こんばんは、こんばんは、ナオミです。Good evening, Naomi. Cake is tasty. ケーキは、Whoops, I said カレー。
カレー。
ケーキは美味しいです。
美味しいです。
Is this? それ、where are you, それ。or これ。これは寿司です。Oh, ga. I missed the ga. Ka. Sorry, I missed the ka. Dang it. No one saw that. それは美味しいですか? Okay, and then previous, right? Yeah.
これは
Sushi.
Sushi.
Desu ka?
Desu ka?
Hooray! We did it! That's a really cute animation. All right, so we got some new. We got. Let's review the mistakes because we can do that now. Hooray! Right, this is.
これは
keiki. The mistake here, this is I confuse wa with ka sometimes, and then
これは
おいしい
おいしい
ラーメンです。Again, I confused ka with wa. Not too bad. Okay. All right. Let's do a little bit more hirakana. We got to do hirakana. Hiragana. I keep saying kana. Hiragana. Enough to reach the next four syllables, right? The next 4 characters, whatever they are.
Ku.
Ku.
Se.
Se. Oh, that first. Okay.
Na.
Na. Sorry. Na. What I say? Na.
Mo.
Mo. Mo. Okay, so let's practice this set. We're gonna practice halfway. When we started, we practiced the whole way. Now let's just practice halfway. Utsu. Utsu.
Kutsu.
Tsu. Kumo. Kumo. Mise. And Naka. Naka.
Naka.
Naka.
Mise.
Mitsu. Mise.
Kumo.
Kumo.
Kutsu.
Tsu. Okay. Say me. Say me.
Naka.
Naka. So. Naka. Na. That's kind of a little bit too much, but close enough. Na. Whoops. Okay. Na.
Na.
Na. Ka.
Ka.
Alright, let's do the left. Let's do the romaji to the kana, then the kana to the romaji. Right? So. Oh my gosh. Too much. I'll work on this. I keep wanting to curl like a lowercase cursive A. Na. Say me. Say. Oh, wait. They did it this way. Say me. Me. Me is, okay. Ana. Oh my goodness. It does not track those small movements. Okay. And then me say me. Me say I'm doing this. I feel like this way. Me say kumo ku. Okay. Then we have kumo, naka, semi, hana, mise. Okay. Moshi. She. Moshi. This is Anna. Haku. Hey, Haku. Kuchi. I mean, not Kuchi. Kuchu. Kuchu. Kutsu. Kutsu. Of course, rub it in. Why don't you? Hana. Hana. Na. Okay. Ha. Na. Let's try this again. Let's do mise, me, mise, na, u, na, ku, tsu, kutsu, mo, shi. Okay. So, moshi. Hana. Haku. Naku. Whoops, naku. Oh, did I screw that up? No, I didn't. Okay. Mise. Kutsu. 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 Okay. Alright. And then save me. Save me. Save me. I mean, save me. Of course, right? Just kidding. Save me. Semi. Natsu. Natsu. Semi. Moshi. Moshi, right? Funa. 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 Semi. Okay. Moshi. Kuni. Kuni. Let's draw this. Kuni. Kumi. Wait. No, wait. Wait, we gotta hear that again, actually.
Kuni. Kuni.
Kuni. That's not... Wait.
Kuni.
Is it... Yeah, I think that's Kuni. Yeah.
Ni.
Oh no, it's Kuri. Oh, Kuni. Oh, ni. Yeah, it is ni. So this is Kumi. Kuni, country. Yeah, so... Yeah, this... Right. Fair enough. I thought I was suspicious about that. Hey. Your kana handwriting is so much better than yours? What do you mean? Oh, you always just type them? So the thing about this, I really want to show this, but the thing about this, it's kind of jank. Like, the thing about the writing the hana thing is so jank. Like, you see these lines? I didn't make these lines. So there's like a lot of response problems with this. But I'm sure when I pull up like an art thing, it'll be stylish. We need to get brushes in. Now I just feel like one of these days I'm just gonna pull up Krita and then we're gonna do some like swappy like cursive stuff, you know? I love wavy lines. Wavy lines are fun. Yeah, I really enjoy writing stuff. So it does slow down the process quite a lot. I absolutely like just using my hands quite a bit. Alright, so let's do the romaji to the kana, then the kana to the romaji, right? So we're doing this and then this, just to add an extra layer for practice now. So na, this is gonna be a little bit longer. That's fine. Na, tsu. Did I screw this up already? No, na, yeah. Na, tsu. Tsu. Na, ku. Oh my gosh, please. Ni. Ni is ni ku. Ku tsu. Fu. Fu. Fu na. There we go. And then now let's review. This is niku.
Niku.
Funa.
Funa.
Natsu.
Natsu.
Kutsu.
Kutsu.
Tsu. And then naku.
Naku.
Okay. Alright, so mise. Me. Oh, that's ni. What am I doing? No one saw that. Shh. No one saw that. I didn't screw up. Me. Me say. Oh, me say. And then this is natsu. Natsu. Say naka. Okay. And then kumo.
Natsu.
Natsu. Okay, let's try natsu again. Natsu. Oh, it's kind of like slimmer. Yeah, it's fine. Natsu. Summer, right? Natsu. Alright. Oh, these are the good ones. And I told myself I was gonna do only half of them, but I'm in the mood right now. Katsu. I mean kutsu. Why did I say ka? Kutsu. Umo. Na. Tsu. Yikes. Moshi. And say me. Say me. Okay. So this is Moshi. Natsu. Kumo. Kuchi. Kutsu. Occasionally I say chi. I want to say chi. It feels better to say kuchi instead of kuchu. Kutsu. Kutsu. Okay, and then say me.
Kuni.
Kuni. Ni. Ni. This was our mistake. Or country. Hey. This is so much fun. Wait. How long is it? This is so much fun. We got to get to the next 4 characters. The next 4 hiragana. So, and then the more stroke dexterity I get, the quicker we'll acquire more characters, right? In writing, because we're practicing our stroke technique, going from like left, right. There's a lot of transferable skills in stroke technique.
Sake.
Okay. Sake. Yeah, okay. Puyu. Oh, totally. Oh my gosh. Please. No one saw those. Oh, that's a little wide. Should bring them together. You. Oh no. You. Wait. Just not completing it, you know. Who you? Fine. Work in progress. Smooth curves are terrible on this thing. Like when I do a circle, dude, look at these chunks. Okay. We don't have to see that anymore. Fuyu? Ane. Whoops.
Fuyu?
Ane. And then this is Ike. Yeah, Ike. And Neko. Cat. Ike is garden, I think. Ane, I don't know. I think Ike is garden or something. Maybe pond. No. Wait. We'll find out later. It's gonna come up. Who you is, I have no idea. It doesn't tell me. Sometimes it tells you what the word is down here. Ike is pond? Okay. Well, I know garden too, but I forgot what the garden is. And it only comes up every once in a while. They tell you what the word is, and it's only in this structure. Only in this structure they tell you. So every once in a while, it's like 1 out of 20 prompts. Oh wow. Wait. Oh wait, what's the second thing? So I mean no, ni wa ni wa. Oh, is that a dash for the longer A sound? So like ni wa or just ni wa? I see a little. Oh, it's an equal sign. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, because I haven't learned the whole extended vowel thing, but I've seen it a bunch of times to know that it's the extended vowel. When you add like a hyphen, you know, like the really straight line, and I was thinking it was like niwa. Okay, niwa, niwa. Oh, the oh no, not. Yeah. Like that. Yeah, got it. Good stuff. Okay. Name.
Niku.
Sake. Let's write out sake. There's supposed to be a flick here, but this program doesn't flick properly. So I would use whenever I do brush strokes, like I really like doing like brush stroke stuff, but it doesn't, if you're going too low, it doesn't flick properly. Like, so there's no pressure. Tablets, at least the tablet I'm using has pressure, but this program don't have pressure, like pen pressure. So when you're lifting, there's no drag off of it. So I'm artificially doing these like little tail things, and that's just not how that works. So it's unnatural. So I just don't do it. So I basically just draw this for sa, and then K is that. So all these like little lip things, I'm gonna try not to do it intentionally because it will create a habit that I don't want to do when I'm actually writing. Because I do lift, I do drag and lift like a paintbrush kind of thing. It's supposed to be something like that. Like there's supposed to be a lip here, there's supposed to be kind of a lip here, a little lip here. Those little details. It's also why, here's a little fun story. It's also why I don't do this stuff. Like I don't do lowercase stuff. When I need to write on a flat, like be concise, I always use caps. Right? Because there's no lip drags. There's less lip drags. Like C will have some drag. B, when they intersect, the drag is at the intersection. It's one of those things that I've adapted over time. Like I always, to differentiate between caps and lowercase, I would do something like this. I would just make this half the height of a capital letter. I still can do, you know, I can still do this stuff, but I just don't use it. Or like cursive, right? Right, cursive. Yeah. And it's a little consideration. And I'm obviously under practice doing lowercase because of it. But I do prefer cursive when it comes to cursive stuff. Right. Cursive stuff is fine. Yeah, I write in all caps. in English. But because of here's a funny story. I think Romaji, like writing the Romaji, is less comfortable than writing kana. Because Romaji, when they write Romaji, they're using lowercase letters. And I'm not used to writing it this way. I always, you know, I'm used to this. And the problem with, also, the problem with this is, if you have this, if you have very slow responding tablet thing, it'll drag. So it causes this drag, which is me lifting up really quickly, but it's still behind. So it'll create this natural curving thing. So instead, if you use cursive, it'll naturally just look okay because you're not lifting. You're not lifting as much. So when I write things, I lift too quickly. So I can't slow down my writing anymore, and I'm not going to. So whenever I'm making like this stuff, I'm trying to minimize the lifting. If I lift, it's not going to look great. It's going to do like the little weird things and these sharp corners, and it kind of sucks. It really does suck. I think you'd be fine writing Romaji in caps or cursive. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that would be... Yeah, you know what? I should really have considered that. You know what I mean, right? Because if people are used to seeing lowercase, and then if I swap it up, it could slow down the way they recognize stuff, right? If I were gonna be a little bit more lower, like helping them along with stuff. And it's fun. Don't get me wrong, I don't actually mind learning lowercase again. I don't mind learning to do this again, which is the fun part. Because I'm obviously under practice. Look at this. Look at this. This A is not lined up with this S. And this K, this is not half distance with this. And that the E is close, but the E does not expand here. So if we're always talking about like the emphasis, see, this is why English, I feel English is flexible in a way, right? The flexibility of English is amazing, in my opinion, and it makes it, you know, perceived as being easy. But the thing is, how do I qualify English? English is more challenge yourself. So it's kind of like the speed run. It's like speed running and no hit runs. The game itself, the baseline game, right, is like here on a scale. But in Kana, it's more like up here for the baseline. But the range extends beyond that, in my opinion. So, and it can suck too. Like your writing can suck even harder. Because there's less tolerance in Kana. As in, if you screw up enough, no one's gonna know what you're writing, right? You can screw up just enough that the range is small. There's less tolerance for it. If you screw up this much, it's almost become a different word. Or a different Kana, right? But here, if you made an E like this, like most people will still think, you know, like there's so many E's, but technically this is the lowercase e. And I can't even do it properly because the heckin like software, and I don't draw, my lowercase e is nowhere near this. So it's kind of fun where like, oh man, if you're a really sweaty English person, like you're really sweaty, your handwriting doesn't end up looking like mine. Like right here, this is, I'm gonna say, high school max. So my handwriting in English is absolutely not reflective of of like, I don't know, whatever high elegant thing, right? Just the way it is. English humbles me all the time. I don't think Japanese humbles me as much as English. If you want to get humbled by the sweat of English, watch YouTube shorts of English fonts. Just watch those people. It'll only take like 60 seconds to be humbled by English fonts. Do you have Ana fonts? Well, you probably there's a chance. There might be some variances of like these fonts. But think about the English fonts. Like, can I do... I mean, I can't even do Times New Roman. Like, you know, your default, the old school default, now it's a Libri or something. And then online is Roboto. I don't know why I said that. Robot, you know. So when you think about these, like, I can't do any of these. My handwriting, there's a thing about English, right? When you look on English, the handwriting, handwritten is a subgroup. Handwritten is a subgroup of English writing. It's not even these things. Like, here's also a really fun little thing. Here's another challenge. Try to read a metal band's name in their logo. Because I can tell you, I have the hardest time finding the name in their logos. It's there if you look hard enough. There are English characters in those logos. I can only imagine if you start tweaking some of these, like make this like stylize these characters. I don't know how often that happens, like how flexible it is. How flexible can you stylize these characters before it means something else, right? I would love to know what I can get away with. It will be kind of fun to see different stylizations of kana. I think you'll yet to find a range where you can mess up in kana. Trying to read handwriting store signs will show. Yeah, but listen. I know those exist. Right? But think about English's existence. There is Japanese English font. Like, there is English masquerading as Japanese. Like, English can masquerade as other fonts, like other languages, intentionally, because of the user base. It's because of the user base, right? I can definitely see myself making a Japanese E to English font by seeing how flexible this can become, for sure. But there are less users wanting to make this impersonate English versus like other languages and stuff, instead of the other way around. It's not bad or good. It's not functional or practical, right? We're not talking about what's right and what's wrong. We're just talking about creativity. Just no one asked for it. No one asked for Japanese to be so loose. Like, in store signs and stuff, and I absolutely agree with you. I definitely try to look at some images of signs lately, and that's pretty bonkers. I watch a lot of Japanese tourism stuff, so occasionally whenever I see signs and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, let's look at it. It's like, I mean, here's the thing. Just one last thing. The Like a Dragon title, Infinite Wealth. Every time I start up this game, there are Japanese characters on it. Like here, a giant character here, and one character here, and then one character about this size. And then there's like one character here, and then like another character staggered here. I know too little. Why are they like why are the sizes different? Yeah, so I get it. I absolutely get it. It's totally fine. Totally understand. Most people can't really read Roma. Yeah, I understand. So adapting to caps or cursive is probably not a big deal. That's fair enough. It's still like we're not talking about big deals, right? Or little deals. We're talking about it's still going to be different, right? So instead of saying, instead of assuming or like presuming if it's a big deal to them or not, because like if we go into if it's a big deal or not, we're gonna have a problem with talking about Japanese, right? About kanji, right? So we don't want to get into that habit of double standards when we talk about what's a big deal and what's are not, because if we do start doing that, then you can no longer hold kanji accountable. It's called a double standard, right? So if someone wants to appreciate kanji, like I do, even though I know nothing, I do appreciate kanji, is also why I typically think it can be a big deal, as opposed to it's not a big deal by rationale. Then kanji, little differences in kanji or these things should be no big deal either, which I do think it's a big deal personally. I don't usually hold double standards. Just a thought, not a life advice or anything, just a thought of how it can affect someone's standards or thinking. All right. So sa, ke, right?
Sake.
Sake, and then nine.
Nen.
Nen. Oh my
Sake.
gosh.
Nen.
Nen. Nen.
Sake.
I keep saying nah every once in a while. Ne. Nen. Nen. Fuyu. And ane. Fuyu. Dude, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. What is... Okay. Okay, program. Ugh. This is starting to remind me of elementary school. I need like I need a grid or something This is a fish, by the way. I'm trying to draw a fish. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's not a fish. Fine. Let's keep going. I need to get to the next 4 characters. Alright, we can speed it up now, right? So, ne, go. Cat, right? Ike. Right, pawn. Name. Furu. Fuyu. Sorry. Fuyu. Funa. Ane. Ni. Okay, ni works. I'll take it. Niku. Niku. Naku. Neku. Neko. Fu. Ike. Sake. Fuyu. Name. Name. Okay. Funa. Funa. Neko. And Ane. Who? Ike. Neko. Niku. Fune. Oh. No one heard that. Sake. And name. Okay. Fuyu. Okay. Neko. Kuni. Country. Kuni. Okay. Ane. Niku. Une. Ike. Alright, I think it's the next one. Which is where we're gonna stop. No? Okay, we got one more lesson. So let's keep going. Ho. Do. He. Oh, these are yesterday's characters. New. Okay. Do. New. Ma. He. Ho.
Hon.
Horu. Oh, hon is a book. Hon. Oh, I might use hon for sure. Haru. Rusu. Oh no, yeah, urusu. Okay, urusu.
Numa.
Say that again.
Numa.
Nushi.
主
Shiru. Shiru.
知る
Shiru. Shiru. Maka. Oh no. Hoka.
他
Himo.
ひも
Hifu.
皮膚
Hifu.
春
Aru. Aru.
はる
Aru. Spring. Spring. Well, what was summer? Natsu. Natsu, and then Haru. Haru. Or was it Hatsu? It's Natsu, right?
知る
Shiru. Shiru. Suru. 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 This one's a little bit toxic. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I need to hear this. Suru.
つる
Churu. Churu. Churu.
つる
Churu. Okay. That's gonna take a bit. I almost feel like I'm spitting into my mic.
留守留守留守
Rusu?
留守
Rusu. Okay, this one.
留守
Rusu. Rusu. And yep, let's just keep going. Naru. Naru.
なる
Naru. One.
骨
Ifu.
皮膚
Ifu. Ifu. Oka.
他
Nuru. 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 Nuru.
塗る
Nuru.
沼
Numa. Wait.
沼
Numa. 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 Swamp. Numa. Not really close to Umi. That doesn't help. Numa. Numa. Okay. Ru.
ひ
E. Ru. Nu. E. A. O.
骨
One. O. O. Ne. Bone. One. Bone. Oh my gosh. I thought of something very inappropriate to remember Hone. Sorry, kids. Numa. Numa.
昼
Iru. 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 Rusu. Rusu. Iki. Nuru. Nuru. Oka. Hori. Hori.
暇
Ima. I. Ima. Ima. Free time. Ima. Ima is a good one. Free time is gonna be useful. I like that. Alright, this next one is definitely the 4 new characters. Here we are. Okay, what do we have? We're gonna take a guess, right? Oh, 5 characters. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. What the heck? Okay. Alright, this is exciting. Let's get this. Hey, right? Hey. It's a little bit extended, so we'll get it eventually. Hey. So it's kind of like if Ku had a bad day, right? So if Ku had a bad day, it's just flop over, right? In fact, I'm kind of curious if this is longer on Ku days. We'll see. I gotta pick up Ku again and see. So Ku having a bad day is hey. Ku hey? Hey Ku? Kind of reminds me of Haku, but alright. We got hey, ya, like yacht, yeah, whoops, yeah. I don't know if that's the order. I feel like the order, I like this order, whoops. Yeah, sure. No. Oh, that's a no. That is a no. You can't do curved lines with this. Oh no. Oh no. I can oh no it now. Oh no is right. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Jeez. Oh no. There we go. Oh no. Sorry, I'm having too much fun here. It's always good. Okay. And then what the heck is moo? Oh, moo? Oh yeah, that's right. Because we have mo and then moo. Yeah. Or moo. Okay. Literal moo. Moot. I like this. Moot is a great word. Moo. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's kind of gross. Kind of looks like an anchor. Alright, we got moo. And then we finally got day. Or, yeah, a day. 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 Day is, related to wa. Wa and nay. So wane or rewane. Oh man. Rewane. Trying to make up an association here, but okay. Short. Okay. Let's listen. Let's listen carefully here. Here's our opportunity.
He.
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 He. Ya.
Ya.
Ya. No.
No.
Mu.
Mu.
De.
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 I say it a couple more times, right? And then, of course, the same thing about the R, right? Okay. Alright, let's get this.
No.
No. Yep. Stop it. No. No, it's just a no right now.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, you know what? I kind of like that order, actually. Yeah, I kind of like that order. Alright, I buy it, I buy it. I buy it. Oh, you know what? This kind of just looks like a fancy P. Oh yeah, it does look like a fancy P with a like a apostrophe on it. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I kind of like that order. That stroke order is pretty good. Hey.
Yeah.
What do we got? Yeah, right. No.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He.
Hey. Hey.
He.
Hey.
No.
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 Hey.
He. He.
Hey.
He. Mu.
Moo. Yep. Okay. That's exactly. Oh, you know? Okay, okay. If we really straighten it up, right? If we do this. So, a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, something like this. If we slow down, we can get it. But, fine. It's good enough. So, this is moo.
Mu. Mu.
Moo.
Mu.
Moo. Moo moo moo.
De.
De. Yeah, de. De.
De.
De. Yeah.
Ya. De.
De.
De. 部屋
Hey ya. Hey. Hey ya. Hey ya. Hey ya. No, I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh no. Don't no copyright strike, please. Hey, oh, we're not gonna forget hey ya. Oh no. Hey ya. Oh no. Oh man. We're gonna. This is hilarious. No, hey ya. Hey ya. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Okay. It's a room. Hey ya is a room. Okay. Moo.
Mu.
De.
De.
De. No.
No.
Hey.
He.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Ya.
Yeah. Okay. They. They. Okay. They.
Mu.
Moo. Hey. Ya. Moo. De. No.
飲む
No moo. No. No moo. No moo. Drink. No moo. Okay. One more lesson. One more lesson. One more lesson. Oh wait, there's no guarantee that it's gonna go back to those characters. That's okay. One more lesson. Oma.
コ
Oma.
ママキ
Maki. 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 Ora. Sora.
Sora.
Which is sky. Sora. Mayu.
Mayu.
Shite.
Shite.
Sorry, I thought about the butt thing yesterday. The story about the butt thing. Tetsu.
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 Hama.
Hama.
Tera.
Tera. Oh, this is temple. Right? Tera. Yep. Satsuma. 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 Satsuma.
Satsuma.
Satsuma.
Masaka.
Masaka. Masaka. Masaka. Masaka.
Masaka.
Okay. Masaka.
Masaka.
Katsura.
Katsura.
Asama. Asama.
Hasama.
Asama. Hasama. Ashira. Hashira.
Hashira.
Ashira. Mashite.
Mashite. Matsuri.
Matsuri. Right, festival. Matsuri.
Ri.
Matsuri. Hakama. Hakama.
Hakama.
Hakama.
Tamaki.
Tamaki. Tamaki.
Tamaki.
Oshide. Oshide.
そして
Oh, no. Soshite. Whoops. Soshite. Kamata. Kamata.
かまた
Hasama. Hasama.
はさま
Katsura.
かつら
Makita.
まきたかつら
Katsura. Katsu. Tsu.
つ
Ra. Katsura. Oh wait, I didn't see what that said. Okay. Matsuri. Matsuri.
さつま
Satsuma. Satsuma. Soshite. Yeah, soshite. Soshite. Masaka. Machiri. Matsuri. Sorry, Matsuri. Asama. Sotechi. Sotechu. Sotetsu. 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 Whoa. Sotetsu. Sotetsu. That's a
反対
rough one.
反対
Hantai. I. Hantai. Opposite. Hooray! Alright, that's good. We good. Look at this leaderboard though. Oh, I was kind of expecting these two. These two have been going hard. Really though. We're gonna be starting Unit 3 soon. Unit 3 soon. I like this character. This character is great. Sometimes I feel like this character. Minus the mustache. Okay. Alright. There you have it. Today's a half day. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Thanks for listening. Keep on learning. Right. Let me... That is... Matane. Matane. Is that see you? Like, see ya? Matane? See ya? Maybe? I'm taking it off of mata ashita. Oh, see you later. Nas matane. Okay. Awesome. Context. Yeah. So, as always, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. Always feel free to comment, share, and discuss your adventures with language. Any language. There's no superior language or inferior language. Hardest language, easiest language. Language is communication, and communication is life. Right? For a human species, interpersonal skills is number one. Numburu wanu. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, until next time, take care, stay safe. Mata ashita. Bye now.